Hey guys, how's it going? Miso here, back with another Exos Heroes video, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about my thoughts about the game. It's been about a month or so, 3.5 weeks since the game has come out, and I've kind of been able to formulate my thoughts around this game using my own experience, but also some of the experience of other people that have been playing the game, and probably much further than I am in progression. And we're going to talk about the good and the bad. Now, this video is going to be the good, the reasons why you should be playing Exos Heroes. And the reason why I'm making these videos is because I think that we all have a lot of games to play. We all have a limited amount of time. And it could be good to kind of take a look at the game and really consider, should I be playing this game or should I not? And for those of you guys wondering, these are the videos for you, so stick around. Now in this video, I'm probably going to be drawing a couple comparisons to Epic 7 because that's the game that I mainly play and I enjoy and I think is doing a great job. But, I also think that's fair to do that because a lot of people who came from Epic 7 or who came to Exos Heroes came from Epic 7. So I think there's good parallels there, especially with the type of game it is. Now, let's hop into the good. The first good thing that I think that's really good and is the strength of this game is really the style. So I love the animations. The game looks really nice. I think that all the characters and their attacks are really pretty, and it's nice that they all have very unique animations. You're not going to find multiple characters with similar animations, which is always really nice because they're not copy and pasting things, and using different units really feels like you're using a different unit, not just kind of like a skin, right? So I love that. And the second thing is like character design. Oh, I love that too. It's like a nice mix of badass characters, but also you have a bunch of cute characters as well, which for me, I prefer the cute characters, and that's great. So you have a little bit of both, which I really appreciate. And the thing that I think is very unique to this game is that I love that they don't really take themselves too seriously. Like, for example, some of the fake core skins. There's even like a stick figure fake core skin, for example. I think that's so cool and so funny. And it's really something that no other game really does. And I really appreciate it for that. It really adds to the aesthetic, adds to experience, which is really kind of the core of this game. All right, next let's move into gameplay. So I think the gameplay is fun. So, it might be like an auto game, but there are parts that you can't really auto or you're not encouraged to auto. And for whenever those situations arise in PvE, it's kind of like a puzzle. So, you have your Guardian Stones and then you have your elements, and you try to break those Guardian Stones with the elements. And I think that's, great because you get to focus on thinking about how to build your team, how to efficiently clear each stage. Maybe you don't bring in your most powerful units because you got to get the right elements to get in there to break the stones. So I do like that aspect of the game. I think that makes the gameplay a lot more fun. I'd say that's pretty much specifically for PvE though, and I'll kind of get into that a little bit later for PvP. Now, the third thing that I think this game does really, really well is quality of life in terms of like convenience, like for when you're not playing the game. So progress when you're not playing the game, or kind of things to make the game go quicker. Because while people do enjoy a grind, it kind of is annoying to grind the same thing over and over and over again. So one, they have AFK progress. So you can do exploration, do dispatch, you can do, those things to get yourself some experience, gold, items, as you're not playing. And I think that's super cool. It's something that, some mobile games have, but not all of them. And I definitely do think that it adds to this game. It's something that I do wish that Epic 7 had, which, if you're listening to the Smilegate, please do something that you can give players some progress while they're not playing. The other thing, is that there's quick battle, which some other mobile games don't have either. So if you're playing the challenge mode and your gear is a lot stronger or strong enough for the content, they'll let you do quick battle when you've beaten it once already. And that basically just spends all your currency for that specific dungeon and gives you all the rewards, which I think is really great because, as I mentioned, some people are really busy, they don't have as much time in the day, and it's great that it lets you do that so you get to save time and still progress. Now, I think that the next piece that the game does really well on is the variety of content. As I was just talking about the challenges, I think that's really cool that there's so many different challenges that you can do every day. A lot of other games will have like challenges or like side story missions or whatnot. And those side stories, challenges, dungeons, or whatever, they're limited to, this day of the week. You can only do this challenge this day of the week. And for this game, it doesn't do it like that. It makes it so that the challenges are accessible every day, but it just has a different element every day, which I do enjoy, because the worst thing to have in a game is that you don't have enough content to play every day. So you go in there and you're like, well, I'm already done with my dailies and I don't have anything to do because I don't need this. This game doesn't have that as much because there's so many things to do in the game, which can be a good thing if you have a lot of time, but also a bad thing if you don't. But yet again, they have the quick battles to make up for that. So I really appreciate that. And on that same point of variety of content and giving you more time, like, more gameplay, more things to do in the game, there's a use for every unit, which I think is super cool. Yet again, kind of the, if you have a lot of time, it's great. If you don't, then it kind of sucks. But the worst thing, again, is that when you run into a wall where you have nothing more to do, you have no more progression. But because there's so many units that you need to upgrade, because you need to use all the different units and the different content in the game, there's always more for you to do to progress your account. Or at least, until the very, very, very late game, which is great. And now, the final thing that I think this game does really, really well is that it's very generous with the paid currency, and also energy. So the Levistones, they give a lot of that to you, which I really appreciate, because the story mode doesn't use energy. You can use your energy for just the labyrinth or the event stories, like for example right now the reverse world is going on, and I think that's great. The other thing with the Zez, you get it from like everything you do, right? You get it from dailies, you get it from achievements, you get it from PvP voting, which is really cool and unique and not part of really any other game I've seen. It makes it so that you can pretty much pool every day early on, which is kind of the time you really want to be pooling, right? That's when you want to hook in the player. If the more you get to pool as a player, the more interested you are in this game. So those are the areas where I think that this game does really, really well in, right? I think that the game has great style, has great gameplay, and has a lot of areas where you can progress without playing the game, and it also gives you a variety of content as well. Those are really the strengths of this game and really the reasons why you should be playing this. And if that sounds like it's for you, then definitely give this game a shot. If you're still a little bit on the fence, or want to hear the other side of things, definitely stick around for my next video coming out tomorrow, and I'll talk a little bit about what I think this game could improve on, because no game's perfect, right? Especially for a game this young, there's a lot of areas to improve on, and I hope I'm able to see those improvements going forward. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Tell me why. And always, let me know what you want to see in the comment section below, or if you have any questions, whatever. I'm happy to answer them all. I read all the comments, and I really enjoy engaging with you guys. And oh yeah, before I forget, if you enjoy the content that you're seeing and want to see more of it, definitely consider hitting the subscribe button. I upload every day, every other day. It's a little inconsistent, mostly because of my schedule and how busy I am that day, but I make multiple uploads a week, so I hope to see you again in the future. All right, until the next video talking about the areas of improvement, I will see y'all later. Peace.